Hello guys, it's your guy back again, the guru himself, the best in mislead guys. Now today I will be doing part 5 of the Limpopo September 2023 examinations, paper 1 for mathematical literacy. So as we are looking here at part 5, which is question number 5, it talks about the tariffs. Okay, so without any waste of time, let's look at our tariffs. So Tyran, who stays in Cape Town, is considering relocating to Johannesburg. In order to understand the financial implications of relocating, she compares the electricity tariffs for the two cities as shown in table 6 below. So we have our table 6 electricity tariff for Cape Town and Johannesburg. So the top table there is about Cape Town, and then the bottom one is about Johannesburg. So in Cape Town there, let's see how it works. So in Cape Town they have block 1, which says if you use between 0 and 600 kilowatts, you pay 2 rand 29 cents per kilowatt. Okay, block 2, then you pay, it charges for more than 600. Okay, then they have the monthly service charge of 185. So you have to bear in mind that 185 it exclude VAT. So when you look at the below table, which is Johannesburg, it have the monthly service fee, service charge, and it have the monthly capacity charge, which is 600. So now when we go into the question, let's go into the question and see what is it that they're asking us. They say write down the monthly service charge of Johannesburg to the nearest 10 rand. So when we look at the table here, the Johannesburg charge is here. Here's our Johannesburg charge. So we're going to look at that monthly, and they say we must write it in what? To the nearest 10 rand. So to the nearest 10 rand, this will become 210. Okay. Then let's go to the second question. The second question says, Tehran uses an average 850 kilowatts of electricity per month. Determine the difference in the cost of electricity between the two cities. If the cost including VAT for Cape Town is 2,698 rand 48 cent, so we need to calculate now the charges for Johannesburg. Okay, so what are we going to do for Johannesburg? Remember, we are going to charge how much? We need to calculate for 850 units. Okay, so the first thing when I see this question, I want to summarize my table that block 1 can only charge how many units? Block 1 can only charge 500 units. When you look at block 2, how many units can it charge? It can charge 500 units. When you look at block 3, how many units it can charge? It can charge 1000 units. It can charge 1000 units. Then block number 4, it also charges 1000 units. So when you look at block number 5, it is more than 3000, meaning that if a person have used let me give you an example. If a person have used 3500 units, okay, it means out of that 3500, 3000 only it is going to be shared. 500 goes to block charges in they will be charged in block 1, 500 in block 2, 1000 in block 3, 1000 in block 4. So if you add that, it will be 3000. Then what about the 500 that is left? Then the 500 that is left is going to be charged in block number 5. Okay, so now let's go and calculate the charge for Tehran in Johannesburg. Okay, so now we have this 800. Listen to me and listen very carefully. I'm gonna say this. Can 850, because we start with block number 1, we must start here. Can 850 fit into 500? The answer is no. But can 500 fit into 850? Yes. If 500 can fit, then we take 500. Then we multiply by how much? By 2,02. Then we come back to 850. We subtract 500 because now 500 have been charged in block number 1. So how many units are we left with now to be charged? We are left with 350, I think. Yeah, we are left with 350. We are left with 350, and then we do this. We cancel block number 1 because we have utilized it. Then the next step is to go to block number 2. Now listen to me. Can 500 in block number 2 fit into 350? No. But can 350 fit into 500? Yes. Therefore now we take what? 350. But then this 350 we are going to charge it according to block number 2. In block number 2 they are charging what? 2,31. Okay, then now let's see, do we have 850 units? Yes, if we add these two, we're gonna have 850 units. Now let's go and check how much is the cost for those units. So we're gonna have 500 multiplied by 2,02, which gives us 1010. Then we go to number 2, we have 350 multiplied by 2,31, which is equals to 808,5. Okay, then let's add the 2. 1010 plus 808,5. Okay, that gives us 1818. Oh, my learners will think of something else here. Oh, 1818. I'm not going to mention what is 1818. You guys, you are grown-ups. You know what you do in your corners. Now we go back. This is the only charge for the electricity used, but if you look at your table, there are still 2 charges that we are left with to add there. So if we look at, we add those charges, we're gonna say 1818,5. Why am I writing 8 then if I'm saying 5? Okay, 5 plus monthly charges of 209,23 plus the monthly capacity charge 616,37. So how much is it? So 1818,5 plus 209,23 plus 616,37, and then that gives me 2,644,1. Therefore, now remember they want what? The difference. It is stated here. They want the difference between Johannesburg and Cape Town. Therefore, now what are we going to do? We're just going to say the difference is equals to, okay, let me put R, 2,698,48 minus 2,644,1. And how much is it? 2698,48, which is equals to 54 rand. Is 54 rand. $54.38. Okay, then now let's go to number 3. So I'm going to remove that one for 5.1.2. You guys have it now. You can just rewind if you still want to see that. But now let's go to number 3. 513. Okay, 513, they say Taryn claimed that if she does not use any electricity for a month, she will only pay 212,75 monthly service fee charges, including VAT in Cape Town. So let's go and check, because she won't be using any electricity, meaning that there won't be any calculation needed to calculate how much a person will pay based on the units. Okay, so the only thing that she's going to pay is a monthly fee of 185, and you have to bear in mind that this 185, it excludes VAT. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're just gonna take our 185 and include VAT. So like I'm also going to repeat this again until you guys understand it, until you master it the way I do. Okay, I'm not going to just do it because now I know it, but I will try by my level best to always remind you of this. And then I will also do this want and over have. Okay, so we're gonna multiply here by 115 over what do we have? We have 100, because this 185 is a VAT exclusive. And then this one, what is it that we want? We want the amount including VAT. Okay, so there we have it. 185 multiplied by 115 over 100. There we have it, 212.75. If your answer is not like this, remember, it's incorrect, because already they're showing you how the answer should look like, and you don't have to use that anywhere. You only have to use other information to prove that this is the correct amount. Then they say, explain how the monthly service and the monthly capacity charge affect the resident. How it affects them negatively. Because why do we say negatively? Because the monthly charges and the monthly capacity charges, they make the monthly payment to go up. Okay, let's go to 5.2. 5.2, Tyrone bought a dress for 60 pounds and a coat for 1,500 MZM, Mozambican metallic, ZAR, South African rand. So the table below shows the exchange rates between the countries. £1 is equals to this in rands, in ZAR. One Mozambican is equals to this in ZAR. So let's go to the first question. It says, define the term exchange rate in the given context. So in the given context, I want to show you something. If you look here, there's ZAR. 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 So everything, the relationship here, it have been shown in relation to South Africa. So when you talk about the definition here, you have to include South Africa inside. Now, I'm going to give you the general definition of exchange rate. The exchange rate, it is the value of one currency, one country's currency in terms of the other country's currency. But then here, the one country that we have is South Africa. So what are we going to say? The exchange rate is the value of ZAR in terms of other country's currency. Like that. Then we have talked about the context. Now they say, calculate the total amount rounded to the nearest ZAR that Tyrone spent for the dress and the coat. Okay, the dress was bought in pounds, and then the coat was bought in the Mozambican metallic. So it means now we're going to exchange everything into rand. So for the dress, we are going to look at the relationship between the pound and the ZAR. So it is here, the first one. It says one, I can't write this, it's fine. £1 is equals to 22,489624 ZAR. Okay, so what do we need to do now? We need to do the cross multiplication. Remember, I'm the master of cross multiplication. So if you've been following my videos, you will understand what is it that I'm talking about when it comes to cross multiplication. I told you that this work as a what? As a master lock. If you know what is the master lock key, is a key that can open anything. So even my cross multiplication, it works in measurement. As long as you want to change something into something. Cross multiplication. So how many pounds do we have? We have 60 pounds. Okay, we have 60 pounds is equals to question mark. Then we cross multiply. Then our question mark is equals to, we're going to say 60 multiplied by 22,489, like that. 6 multiplied by 22,489,624. You only round off your final answer here. So we have 1,349,38. Yeah, 38 ZAR. This is the cost of what? Of the dress in ZAR. Now, remember, this is in rand, isn't it? So now we go into the second one. So the second one, it is given as 1. This is the code now. 1 Mozambican metallic is equals to 0,282437 ZAR. So what is it that we have? We have 1,700. 1,500. Where is the 7 coming from now? 1,500. 1,500 Mozambican metallic, which is equals to a question mark. Then what do we do? Cross multiply. Question mark multiplied by 1, it becomes a question mark, which is equals to, then we're going to have 1,500 multiplied by 0,282437, which is equals to 423,66. So before I am rounding up to 2 decimal place, it was 65555. So I'm just changing this one to 6. Therefore, now what is going to be our answer now? Therefore, the cost is equals to, now I'm going to write them like this: 1,349,38 plus is not 4, plus into 423,66. 1,349,38 plus 423,66. Then that is equals to 1,773,04. That is the total cost. But remember, this 2 needs to be shown. You have to, when you're doing your 5.2.2, they have to be shown so that you can end the marks. Okay, let's go to 5.3. The pie chart below represents the population of India and South Africa affected by the quality of drinking water. The population of South Africa was 59.39 million people. Use Annexure E and answer the questions that follow. Okay, let's go to Annexure E. Here is Annexure E. I'm just going to try to zoom it again so that people can see these numbers, because I can see that. Yes. Let me again. Yes. I'm just gonna do this, and yeah. So there we have India, we have South Africa, we have poor. These are the people that are saying the water are poor. This one they say good, 14.1 million. Then this one they say excellent, 20.4 million people. The ones that are saying bad is, how many are they? 18.5 million. Then we go to South Africa. The ones that are saying the water are poor is a question mark. We don't know how many are they. We don't know how many percent it is. Then we have good, that is 40.4 million people, and then we have bad, that is 11.9 million. We have excellent, which is 4.2 million. Okay, let's go back to the question. Okay, they say calculate the total number of people with poor drinking water quality in South Africa. Remember, as it is stated above here, that South Africa has how many people? 59.39 million people. So already they have given us other categories. So the other categories that were given is good, excellent, and bad. So we're going to subtract 40.4 million, 4.2 million. Okay, let me do this one. 40.4 minus 4, is it 4.2? 4.2 million and 11.9. 4.2 minus 11.9. So how many people? 59.39 minus 40.2 minus 4.2 minus 11.9. That is equals to 3.09 million people that are saying the water are bad in South Africa. I hope that is, yeah, only 3.09. The next question: calculate the probability as a percentage of choosing a person with bad drinking water quality. Okay, I'm going to calculate it that side. The probability in India of choosing a person who says the water has a bad quality. Okay, okay, just go there and okay. Probability is equals to, so we're going to look at the numbers of the people that are saying the water has a bad quality. So how many are there in India? Is 18.5. So we're gonna say 18.5 over how many people have answered out, all in all. So we have 20.4 million. We're going to add them. 20.4 million plus another one, 14.1 million. 14.1 million plus 3.8 million. 3.8 plus 18.5, because they are also included, right? So probability is equals to 18.5 divided by, let's add this one, 20.4 plus 14.1 plus 3.8 plus 18.5, which is equals to 56.5 million. Remember, they say the probability must be in a percentage, so we multiply this by 100. So it's going to be 18.5 divided by 56.5 multiply by 100, and then that is 32.74%. That's what I'm getting there. Okay. Right. Let's continue. We're going to the last one. Calculate the difference of the number of people in the excellence category affected by the quality of drinking water in the countries. So remember, the difference we minus. Which countries are we going to minus? Remember, we're going to look at the category of excellence. Okay, so let's look at the excellent which is higher than the other. So the excellent of India is 20.4. The excellent of South Africa is 4.8. So it's going to be 20.4 minus 4.2. So how much is it? 20.4 minus 4.2. And how much is it? That is 16.2 million. It is important to conclude it like this, or someone can write it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Someone can write it like this. 1, 2, 3. It's going to be 16,200,000. If you want to write it in full in the numbers, it's gonna be like that. Okay, so that is the end of the part 5, which is also the end of our Limpopo September 2023 paper 1 examination. Okay, so good luck make sure that you share these videos, you also subscribe to my channel, you like and you comment anything that you don't understand, so that I will get back to you.